Howdy folks, welcome to the 3D Sapiens Road Show. I'm your host Dan Davis, and this is going to be the final campsite tour. I finally got done everything pretty much I'm gonna do, except for the maintenance, just because all day long twigs and little limbs and whatever fall down. But otherwise it's like planned trails set and boundaries, rocks, or the boulders or saplings or some logs or whatever. I'm going to show all that stuff here in a minute. If this is your first time here on the show, we are about 100 yards south of Yosemite National Park. We are looking, if you are looking that way, is north. I'm looking south approximately. That's north approximately. Yosemite is just on the other side, and I'm going to try to bring this in here. You can see this is where we're at. Okay, Oakhurst is down here. Below that is Fresno. Fresno is down here somewhere. But okay, so going to Coarse Gold, Oakhurst, and then up right here, the green is Yosemite, right? So you actually come up the highway into Yosemite, but then go back out. So we're in Sierra National Forest. This part right here, this little dot marks the spot. So, since last summer, I've been gradually expanding this campsite, and as I see the possibilities with the roadshow, and I love this campsite, I'll be back for the rest of my life. Anytime I'm in the area, no matter whether I live here or not, I will be coming back to this area to camp on occasion, and maybe jump off El Capitan. If you haven't heard, I'm also a skydiver, base jumper, etc. I've jumped off El Cap 3 times. Just do it at night so nobody sees you very well, and so far so good. Anyway, so Yosemite's about 100 yards that way. We're in the Sierra National Forest here. We're about 6,000 feet. And so now I'm going to give you a quick tour of the campsite, and while I'm doing that, I'll kind of explain more about what the show is instead of just sitting here and you're like, okay, get on with it, man. No, I'll talk and walk, because I can do that, believe it or not. Okay, what I can't do is separate the stupid camera from the tripod without it going, ah! So I'm going to pause it real quick, and then we'll pick up with the tour. Okay, so there's where I was sitting. Now, the whole roadshow idea. I'm a writer, musician, public presenter, and so on and so forth. And I'll be traveling around a lot anyway, so I thought, why not transmit some of the information while I'm living out here, traveling around. So, on this YouTube channel, you'll see 14 different programs, from author information, education, health, interviews, and so on, music, travel, a lot. So far, about half of it's been travel, because I've been talking about, minimizing, keeping it minimal, and this is it. With this right here, I can travel for weeks, okay? Pretty much. Maybe a little bit more clothes or whatever, but it all fits very nicely in the car, and even with skydiving gear and a few other things that I don't have in there, I could easily put it all inside the car and basically just travel around and do my thing. And so the people that want to buy my books, great. If you want to come see me in person presentations, the 3D Ramets, Relaxation and Mood Improvement Techniques, if you want to come see those, great. If that doesn't work, hey, at least a lot of the information that I talk about in those shows, health and spirituality and whatnot, that I'll be putting in books as well, all that stuff I can talk about it while I'm out here, travel here or wherever. Right now, I've been in Central California for a while now, but very soon, in the next few weeks or a couple months or whatever, I don't know, I'm going to start getting out a little bit more. In case you haven't heard of me at all or whatever, I've lived on 5 continents, I've been to 36 countries and so on, but I'm happy pretty much anywhere, and this place is just beautiful. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing like Yosemite. Especially when you're standing on the edge of El Capitan about ready to jump off. I tell you, there's very few sites like that in the world. So why not? We'll start here, and starting with just simple one person in a car, and as I get my kids with me, I have 4 sons that hopefully at some point they'll all be along with me. because one of the channels is, or one of the programs on this channel is parenting. But we have some serious stuff to resolve right now, so we're going to take care of business. And at any rate, so we'll be growing. I'm starting right now with one car, but eventually, I don't know, RV or pickup with a trailer RV or whatever, because I got lots of toys I want to take. I want to get a kayak, canoe, who knows, maybe hang glider. I don't know, I've done a bit of hang gliding, but all the toys, all the big boy toys, I need to take with me. So we'll be expanding, but you know, start with what you got and go from there. So that's the whole idea here. And one of the main themes of this whole enterprise is to get people to get out more. People, if you're too civilized, it's not good. There's so many health benefits out here, it's not even funny. I won't even get started. That's a whole bunch of things on the health program and in my books and whatever. Spiritual benefits. People like John Muir, the original environmentalist, he said, basically, this is God's cathedral. This is you can't do better than this. So here I am. Anyway, so I'll be sharing all this information while I'm traveling around. And the idea with the reason I spent so much time on this campsite, this took, I don't know, a couple hundred man-hours of labor, I would guess, to do all this. Because there's a lot of fill. Like this right here, I just filled this. This was something I did yesterday, just clearing off this rock. Because they'll get kind of covered up with pine, duff, and whatnot. So, anyway, a lot of these trails have been filled and nice and soft now. It's like walking on the best of carpeting. It's very soft, and it's all flat, so that when you're walking around at night, you're not smashing into things and stubbing your toe and rolling over rocks and whatever. So, it's all for safety, and I've spent a lot of the time clearing out things, dead things, burning a lot of stuff. But anyway, this is the result. So this is pretty much the boundary of the thing that I've been walking. Okay, so we're now going kind of northeast. And some of the best ways to walk around the forest here are on the logs. I don't know. On these logs and stuff, so you're not smashing down the campsite. But that's basically the boundary. From right there in the middle of the camera, around to where we were walking, up to something. I just cleared this yesterday because I've got some people that are seriously going to be up here at some point. And I realized I didn't really have a place for them. And so I kind of cleared this area out here and got this little guy. He was here and I didn't want to have him squashed. So I thought, hey, this would be perfect for like a car and a tent, or vice versa. Or car, and there's sites around here. There's areas within my campsite area and around where a person could put up another tent. So we could potentially have a nice group of people up here. But see anything dead like this? I'm surprised this guy, I haven't caught him yet. Things like that I tend to tear out. And the result, you see it, now that I've got it done pretty much, I'll be doing some night video too, like next weekend. Will be about full moon, give or take. So, the difference is just amazing. Not quite night and day, because it's still night. But, the difference is amazing, because all that dead stuff, it casts shadows. And so when you clear it all out, it's amazing how far light can go. And especially a single person camping, it's a good idea to have a pretty wide view, so that any critters or people or whatever that might mean you harm or whatever, so that you got warning, you can see them coming and whatever. The only critter around here I really worry about is mountain lions, so I definitely don't want any way for them to sneak up on me. I haven't heard of any attacks around here lately or in a while, but they do attack people, so you know, just to be careful. Bears aren't really a problem because they're usually more scared of you than you are of them, so as long as you're macho and whatever and make noise, they'll usually run away, like the guy that led me to this area. Because there was this bear that I had a little encounter with, and I heard him crashing around back here. I was on the other side of this little forest, more towards Goat Meadow, which is over there. So I was checking him out, he was tearing up these logs back here looking for stuff, and I saw this and how flat it is, because really we're at the top of a hill here. So once I cleared it out, now you can see quite a bit, and again, lighting's good, so safety, you know, it's all good. Got my firewood ready for next time. I'll be doing a separate little segment on how I generally do fires. This is way bigger than I normally do, but this is like the tail end of clearing out the big garbage that I needed to, you know, to get it looking like this. So, anyway, I guess that's it for the intro, for the explanation, and for the little tour. Again, this whole show, it'll be growing. Eventually, I want to get my own airplane, a boat that I can take, you know, around the world potentially. Nothing huge, but something that I can continue with this and talking about all the things that are in my book, you know, whether health and spirituality, and or some of the fun things I've done and what I've learned from that, because it's all about learning. I've been a credentialed math and Spanish teacher for 25 years, and it's all about that. So anyway, that's going to conclude it for me. Here we go. Thanks again for tuning in. And for those of you going, enough with the bloody campsite already, this is pretty much it. Because like I said, this is the final little example of what it looks like. And so now that I've got this done, when I come up here, I can start taking care of serious business with the health information and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and have a great day. We'll see you again.